do a local podcast on the tech scene in Albuquerque, and so we thought we'd come and tell you why we consider it interesting and why we're all involved in it.
But before we get to why each of us are individually involved, just some introductions. My name's Emily Lewis, Peter Mezensky. We have Markie Casias and Brian Arnold. And we put Duke City TechPodcast together earlier this summer, and it's sort of a evolving podcast that was semi-monthly, talking about tech events in Albuquerque.
So one of the reasons that I got involved with Duke City Tech is that I'm really excited about sharing passions, and I'm sure you know that if you've ever spoken to me or seen me at these events, I get really excited about things that I love, and I like to share with all sorts of people, all these sorts of different things. One of the things I like to do is kind of live on the edge of this scene, and I know that I'm not the only person out in this community that has these passions and does all these cutting edge technological things. And so I'm really interested in getting to talk to all these people about the things that they're doing out there. I love this image. But really, ultimately, part of why I'm in this is I love this community. It's such a great group of people in this town, and ultimately, I just wanted to talk to you as a member of the community, talk with you about other people in this community. There's really some amazing people in this town doing a lot of amazing things.
And one of the other reasons that we got this together, yeah, I'm not one of those amazing people. Oh,
when I first moved here, I noticed that the tech scene had kind of a scene. It was really like a music scene. A close-knit group, but it was kind of hard to figure out what was next without actually getting involved and hearing about the next events. But when you do get involved, there are lots of local events like this where you can, if you're doing something interesting in the technology world, you have a place to speak and to show off what you're doing in technology. And so, and because these people are interesting, this slide we all find them fascinating, and so we thought we could put a show together. I did a few years in radio, so doing a podcast was pretty easy to put together. We had all the recording stuff, and so we got together and we got almost a good group of people.
And by almost he means me. So one thing that I wanted to pull it all together is kind of give a local community another web presence where you can like pull together all these different parts of the world, of the worldwide, or of the community in Albuquerque and the Duke City and New Mexico across the land. One of the technologies that I'm really interested in is solar technology, because obviously where we live we have a lot of sun in our lives. We have a lot of local companies that could have a nice spotlight. We also have other forms of energy that I want to talk about, like wind energy. I mean, you can generate a lot of power using wind energy, and you know, New Mexico has this great westerly wind, and we all know why we have the westerly wind, right? Texas sucks and Arizona blows. Cracking jokes. That's what I'm good at. I like talking, doing really bad jokes, and our sense of humor seems to be kind of the same. So it worked really well. So I think we get together really well on that.
So we've talked about our personal interests, but the goal of Duke City Tech is to create awareness about the various tech communities here. As Brian mentioned, he's really passionate and excited about community, but he's been here for years and didn't even know about it till last year. When I first moved here, it took me 18 months to find the community. So I want to promote awareness. We also want to grow the community, encourage groups to collaborate, and at a minimum update each other on each other's events. That's one of the things we're trying to do at Duke City Tech. We always mention the events for the month. That's one thing we're doing. We also want to improve the job outlook here for tech in New Mexico. The jobs that are here that do stay in state are limited in scope. And we want to also make sure that by showcasing the talent, we can get fair rates for our work as freelancers. And then also we want to promote our group so that we can get better resources as a community. To thrive in tech, we need broadband, we need conferences, we need training. We also need venues where we can gather where it doesn't cost a lot of money. Showing our strength as a community means we can get better sponsorships and partnerships for venues.
So that's who we are. And we've talked to a couple of you already if you've listened to any of our episodes, but we want to talk to more of you. If you do anything interesting in this town, even if you don't necessarily think it's that exciting, but it's something technical, please contact us.
And of course, we have all the standard ways to get a hold of us. We have our website at dukecitytech.com. We're at Duke City Tech on Twitter. And of course, we have a nice Facebook group because how can you be on the web without it? Thank you very much.